There's just nothing I like seeing more than somebody do something bad, but then immediately get karma for it. I love it. I need it. I like it. We've got a few different versions of that today, but let's just start light. This one says, Mickey shames dad for not watching his kid. Mickey's like, my job's on the line, and he's recording! I'm sorry, it's so satisfying. I just have to watch the last part again. The sign language this dude is communicating while he's in the Mickey costume is hilarious. Don't watch your kid get knocked over and start recording. You watch this kid. And Mickey ain't losing his job today. Watch it again, watch it again. Oh my God, it's too cute. It's too cute. Imagine getting embarrassed by Mickey Mouse. Oh, you're not living that down. And you know what? Guess who's also not living this down? This lady.
Warrant for your arrest for felony vandalism.
Vandalism for what? Like, for what?
Vandalism for what? Editor, cut back to the other clip.
I'm pregnant. I can't go to
Arrest him for
jail.
what?
He hits her. What do you mean?
Okay,
you
did
don't
you press
know
charges?
nothing. Why
He
are you
put his
here?
fucking hands on me.
Did you press charges, man?
No.
Exactly.
You gotta record
You need
this
to
shit,
come out
bro.
and step out with us, please.
No, she's not going
She
nowhere.
needs to come out with us
Not
right
going
now.
nowhere.
Do not close.
I love how they really tried. She can't go. She's pregnant. Oh, Officer Michael, did you know she was pregnant? No, I didn't know that, Officer Carmichael. Okay, well, what should we do? Well, we can't take her in now. She says she's pregnant. Sorry about the inconvenience, ma'am. We'll just be on our way.
I'm gonna close the door because she's not going nowhere.
Step out the house.
No,
You have 5 seconds, man. Step out.
In
We're
5
gonna make
seconds?
this easy for you. So either you step out the house or we go in there.
You're not coming in.
Where's the
What?
Okay, I could go. I could go by myself.
Okay. She tried to run! Girl. That's what I'm here for. That is what I'm here for. When it comes to dinner, I'm convinced that everybody wants two things. Something tasty and to not have to clean it up. I mean, sure, maybe you don't hate cleaning and maybe you don't care what you eat, but I do, okay? And if you're like me, then try Factor. Factor gets delivered to your doorstep, and if you're ready to eat, you can take one right out of the box and throw it in the microwave, and boom, guess who's not hungry anymore? You. And guess who doesn't have to clean it up? You. Isn't that the best part? Now, listen, they have so many different types of meals. They have, keto meals, they have Calorie Smart, or just the regular chef's choice where they send you all the tasty ones and just cycle through all the different recipes. But if you've been a Factor user for a while and you want to switch it up, guys, they've got the Gourmet Plus options. Now, look, I like my chicken and my cauliflower mashed potatoes from Factor. I know if y'all have had Factor before, you were surprised how good the cauliflower mashed potatoes were, weren't you? You looked at that and you said, oh, okay. And the Gourmet Plus meals, they have steak and broccoli. And look, it's not like a steak where you reheat it and it's dry. Like, they know what they're doing. It's good. Also, surf and surf, like salmon and shrimp, and surf and turf. Listen, you can't go wrong with it, okay? So if you guys want to try Factor today, I've got a little discount for you. You can use the link in the description to get 50% off of your first Factor box plus 20% off of your next month. That's a great deal. 50% off of your first Factor box and then 20% off of your next month if you resubscribe. Just use the code BOZE50. See ya. This one is called Angry Dad Snaps on Streamer for Catcalling His Underage Daughter. Ooh, I love an angry dad.
Come here. Where you going? Come here. Come here, little blondie. Little Taylor Swift looking ass bitch. Hey, bro, then why is she out this late, bro? What? Why is she out this late? This is Hollywood, bro.
Why is she out this late? Because we just went on a father-daughter date at dinner.
That's great. I apologize, bro. I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way possible. I totally apologize.
If I were you, I would just shut the fuck up.
No problem.
Aladdin, shut up.
Yeah, I didn't know this was 15, bro. I didn't know she
Hey, it's not 15. Stop catcalling after women.
Bro,
Grow
why
the
are you
fuck
coming
up.
at me like that, bro?
Don't tell me about coming at me. You just entered my world. All right?
Yeah.
Camera, bro.
Yeah.
Be nice. It's my hood, bro.
I love how he says, yo, this is my hood. Be nice. It's my hood. Be nice. It's my hood. That's hilarious.
She's 15. What's he hanging out with a 15-year-old girl?
It's his daughter. What an idiot. Holy shit. That's so embarrassing. Afterwards, like, he can't even admit he's wrong. So he's like, what is he doing out with a 15-year-old? Again! I personally really like the part where the dad came back and got right up in his face and said, you shut the fuck up. Also, yes, I do know that when I'm genuinely tickled, I slap my knee, okay? A knee slapper is a knee slapper, okay? And I have to get the energy out of my body somehow. So if it's funny, it's getting slapped, okay? All right, this one is Karen versus Skaters, Assault Edition. For a little context from Instagram, it says, this video begins seconds after this woman threw a skater's board in the river. Another skater goes up to her to confront her about why she had done that, and she goes berserk.
You just came at me.
Hey, look, let me tell you something right now. If you are chasing around minors barefoot in public, nobody's looking at you like you're the sane one, okay?
You just came at me. Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out.
Get us all mining.
This is embarrassing.
Oh! Oh! Nah.
Am I tripping or does she look crazy right here chasing after these boys? Coming up over the hill with perfect posture. It's a little too much, like arms akimbo. Like, dude. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail.
You literally antagonized me. Are you gonna come at me?
Wow. Yo.
Leave me alone.
I was not fucking talking, you fucking crazy bitch!
What is she doing?
Throw my award in you. $300.
Oh my God. I wasn't expecting that. This is the boy that she threw his board in the river and he's crying because he said his board cost, what did he say, $200? Oh my God.
Hey, get the fuck away from him, bro!
Dude.
Get the fuck away from him!
Hey, bitch.
Oh my God. And now she's barefoot in the river? Girl.
What's your first one, too?
Yo, get her phone, get her phone, get her phone!
Are they about to throw her phone in the water?
Bro, that's like 2 years.
Wow.
In the trash, bro. I can't get that back. Why?
Wow. I really hate this lady right now. The other thing is, these boys, they were surrounding her. She was pushing them, screaming at them, yelling at them. Ain't not one of them put their hands on her. They all said, hey, you fucking crazy lady. And then in a moment after she had thrown the boy's $300 skateboard in the river, they threw her shoes in, which I think is funny, but they looked right at her cell phone and they didn't throw it in. So that's the caliber of the boys that she's antagonizing. And then this is her.
Yeah, more than $300. That board's like $300.
What? Dude.
You're the one that got his board, bro. What do you mean? What? Leave me alone. I asked you to fucking leave me alone. And you did not.
Leave.
You did not. Leave me alone.
Give me a hug.
I can't do it.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
This is the second time. You got his board. He's fucking like
40 years old.
Did it? I got fucking proof. You have proof?
He has a minor.
Dude.
Fucking proof?
Nobody's taking her side in this situation, okay? One in the chat if this lady is just a literal piece of garbage that should have a seat. Two in the chat if you're like, oh, well, maybe I could see where she's coming from. It's okay if you're a two. I always accept my twos, but I have a feeling that this is going to be an overwhelming time that we're all just like, one, no matter what happened before this, I don't care if these boys were coming up in a trio and skating right up to her and hitting her in the butt with her board. Wouldn't your ideal response to that happening to you to look at them and say, what are these kids doing? And get up and leave? That's generally the response that we want to have to children that are antagonizing us, right? Like, get up and walk away from the children. You're an adult. This is a very embarrassing reaction to that.
You touched me inappropriately.
What?
You know what's so scary about this too? If she goes online first, like on Facebook or TikTok, because this video just kind of started in the middle. We were given the context that she threw the boy's board in the water, and then we saw proof of that, the boy crying and pointing to the river saying, oh my God, my board. If she had gotten on socials first and she said, oh my God, like they did this and they did this, you know, it's because they're the first person, and I know I'm this type of person too. I usually really take the first person's kind of story at face value. It's just what happens to us, you know? And then it's like whoever says it first, afterwards you gotta come in and like fix it or prove it a different way or something. And the fact that these kids have done nothing, and she literally is like, you assaulted me, you touched me inappropriately, sexually. Like, that's terrifying. What are these kids, these boys supposed to do?
Bro, you've already assaulted us.
You assaulted me.
Ow!
Look at all these fucking videos.
Yo, why are you trying to grab my fucking phone?
She would have chucked that in the water.
No, you can't fucking touch us.
Yeah. Yes! Yeah, come on.
You don't need to be near them.
Finally, some adults.
All I've seen is you going towards them.
Please tell me that boy got a new board. I hope he got a nice one. Real quick, we have an update. Since a video of the incident went viral, the Denver residents have gifted the 11-year-old with 3 complete skateboards, a deck, skate shoes, and a pair of shorts, says the mother. A group of parents and students from Charleston's former elementary school also got him a gift.
She called the cops. So, yes, she did. Dude. Yo, we have
Wow. Dude, that face she just made, you guys see it? The guy is just sitting at her like this, and her facial expression was like, but like, she's fucking embarrassed. Look at her face. I did not expect that one to be that crazy. I guess not so much instant karma, but you know, that video did go up. We did see it, and he got a new board. I'll take it. This one comes from Disney World. It's the Epcot Public Freakout.
We're all going to the same place. You don't give a fuck, bro. You're a fucking nerd.
What? Oh, okay.
I'm not arguing with no fucking females. It's like fucking Harry Potter.
I'm not arguing with females. Okay. All right. Can we get some instant karma here, please?
Is that supposed to be an insult?
Shut the fuck up. Run. I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't have said shit to me. Mind your business.
You shouldn't have cut everyone.
Mind your business.
I hate line cutters. I hate line cutters. Nothing gets me more than a line cutter. And like, you know what? If somebody cuts in front of me, like in line, I'm not gonna say anything, but a curse. With my eyes, I will stare at you and I will think the worst thing, and then maybe it's gonna happen. Who knows? A curse. I do not like line cutters. Dude, there's something about a curse.
Our group, when you get up, they cut on the walk. They cut.
Oh, girl. This is not it. Those boys are not your friends.
I don't disrespect females. You're a bitch.
Welcome, you're here too.
I thought you were talking on your dude.
I play football at the University of Central Florida. Show up, pussy.
Oh, hey, how'd that turn out for him?
I'm not mad. Yeah, sure. You're right. Record this. Yeah, record me, homie. What you want? You want my name, social security? What you want?
Yeah, give the
I
name.
make money, homie. I'm a businessman. But actually,
He ain't got no money. He ain't got $1. You know what? Usually when people got a little coin, they got a little something, they don't say nothing because they don't want people to ask for money. They don't want people to rob them. They don't want people to have money. They don't say things like this. They don't do that. They also don't just, bark out, I got money, when they're in the wrong. That's hilarious. Imagine somebody does something blatantly wrong and their response is, I got money. What? Okay, are we about to enter into litigation? What does this have to do with anything?
I'd like to know the family that you cut in front of all of us to be with.
Oh, really? Because I was here first.
Stop. They cut on the walk. They could sit in. Just stop talking to him. When you give people attention is currency. You're done. You're cut off.
Girl, boy, shut up. What a fucking loser.
You're recording me. I'm gonna record y'all back then. How about that?
Oh my God.
Shut up, Stella. Go the fuck back and shut the fuck up.
And with the light on. I love how right after he says, don't give them any attention, and then he literally puts a spotlight on them seconds later. Like, you can't make this up. What are we, confused in the head? Whatever it takes to win.
Man's just recording me because he wants to be famous. So I'm gonna give him his 10 seconds of fame.
Dude, these kids really think they're the shit.
What's your at? What's your at? They'll add you. What's your at?
What's yours? Tell us yours. Tell us yours.
What's your Snapchat?
What's a Snapchat?
Oh, okay. You're fucking weird. What are you recording me for? You watch me on Saturdays. You and your family tailgate outside of my stadium. Like I said earlier.
Oh my God. The fact that all of them are like this is insane. Because you know they're all gonna hate each other in 6 months. This friend group is already broken up. At the time I'm recording this, they're not friends. They're already talking shit about each other and spreading rumors about each other and doing little TikTok videos on each other. Yeah, someone said this is a mean girls type of group. They are mean girls. Ooh, I like calling them mean girls. Little mean girls. All of them.
Bro, don't say shit to them, bro.
Look at those mean girls.
We walked up to our girlfriend. I make money. I don't argue with people. I make money. How old? I'm 21. I got more money in NIL than you ever. Look me up. Google me. Google me.
What's it?
Google me.
What do we need to search?
Google me.
What do we need to search? What do we need to search? Say it.
I hope they're getting kicked off.
He made an apology video saying he isn't really a football player. Man in group that went viral for cutting Epcot line does not, in fact, play for UCF football team said. The football team that he said he played for came out and denounced him. Holy fucking shit. Oh my God, that is too good. Also, can I just say, yo, guys, the ride they were about to get on was soaring around the world. Y'all went to war over the softest fucking roller coaster at Disney World. Bro, I thought they were cutting for Space Mountain. I thought they were cutting for the new Avengers ride. Because that shit is fire. But no, soaring around the world. God bless. His name is Quadwo Braithwaite, and he's being absolutely shredded on TikTok. I'm just reading you a comment. IG already went no comment. His workout company is being flamed to drop him. He put out 2 apology videos claiming all of the childish behavior was in response to hard R's being dropped on him. UCF football already put out a statement that he never was or never has been a player there, and TikTok already found his socials and full names of his other friends in the video, and apparently his mother. You know, it's interesting. That one didn't really have instant karma, but it was hilarious and it had later karma. So you know what? We'll keep it. It was a good one. This one says, satisfying video of cop stopping rude bicyclists.
Did you see the signs back there?
Everybody else on this roadway. And yet, you come down in your pack, you get your herd mentality, and you think you can blow through our city. And then, when somebody accidentally honks at you, you give them the finger, and then you call us and say people are being rude to you. As a whole, I'm generalizing, of course. I'm not singling any of you out, but you all did run the stop sign. Plain as day.
Dude, a flock of cyclists running the stop sign, and then the officer coming and yelling at them, and all of them being pissed and grumpy about it like school kids is hilarious.
I never stopped running the stop sign first of all. Guaranteed.
What's that?
I just stopped talking.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
You stopped?
Yes.
Anybody vouch for him? Anybody see him stop?
But I understand what you're saying.
I didn't.
Okay, wait.
Were you riding in this group?
I was riding. When I saw the group came by.
Oh, okay.
I understand what you're saying.
I think you're a liar. Okay? You're a liar.
Can we just hear the officer?
Just hear him now.
Bro, he got the full helmet on. Is that a microphone? Like, what is...
He's gonna get a ticket. Everybody else can go. Take off.
Nah, he's getting the ticket. Everybody else, get out of here. This is too good.